Did you know that Michael Jackson's changing skin color wasn't by choice, but caused by a painful disease that destroyed his life? Growing up under his abusive father, Joe Jackson, Michael already carried deep emotional scars. But in his 20s, something worse began happening. His skin started losing its color in patches due to vitiligo, a condition that destroys melanin. The media went wild, accusing him of bleaching his skin to look white. His own community called him a race traitor. Michael was devastated. He desperately tried hiding the condition with makeup, gloves, and costumes, but the accusations never stopped. Behind closed doors, he would break down crying. Friends witnessed him sobbing over being misunderstood. The man who gave the world Thriller was being destroyed by something completely beyond his control. For decades, people believed he hated his race. The truth, he was just trying to survive with a medical condition that was eating away at his identity. In 2009, after his death, the autopsy finally proved it. Michael had vitiligo and lupus. He was vindicated, but tragically, it was too late.
Michael Jackson did not bleach his skin, and the world got it wrong. And this isn't a theory. These are medically confirmed facts. Everyone saw how his skin became lighter year after year. The media had one narrative. He wanted to be white. Simple. Except reality was much more complicated. Michael Jackson suffered from vitiligo, a condition that destroys skin pigment and causes uneven patches. Back then, very few people understood it, so people created their own story. So what people assumed was skin bleaching might actually have been an attempt to hide the disease. And this is where the story stops being so simple, because to this day, there are people who claim that was only part of the truth, and that the rest involved surgeries, pressure, and an obsession with appearance. Before I tell you what's most uncomfortable about this story, follow and like for more. After his death, medical reports confirmed vitiligo. In theory, that should settle it. And yet, people still don't believe it. So be honest. Would you trust the official version? Or do you think the world simply needed that story to believe in?
Did you know Michael Jackson spent over $100 million building his own fantasy kingdom? And it might have destroyed him. Michael created Neverland Ranch as his personal Peter Pan world. He built carnival rides, a private zoo with elephants and tigers, and his own movie theatre. Every detail was designed to give him the childhood that fame had stolen. But Neverland became more than just a playground. It was Michael's way of controlling everything around him. After years of having no control over his own life, he could decide who visited, what happened, and when. The problem was the cost. Maintaining this fantasy world drained millions every year. The staff, the animals, the rides. It never stopped eating money. Even worse, Neverland isolated Michael from normal relationships. He lived in a bubble, surrounded only by people who depended on his wealth. The tragic irony. The place meant to heal his wounded inner child became evidence used against him in court. His sanctuary became his prison. Trauma and unlimited money created the perfect storm, a dangerous escape from reality that consumed everything.
Did you know Michael Jackson once starred in the most expensive movie ever made per minute? In 1986, Disney spent $30 million on a 17-minute film called Captain EO. That's almost $2 million per minute. This wasn't just any movie. Disney brought together three legends: Michael Jackson, director Francis Ford Coppola, and producer George Lucas. The result was a wild 3D space adventure where Michael plays a spaceship captain who defeats evil aliens through the power of music and dance. Picture this: Michael Jackson moonwalking through a spaceship, transforming monsters into backup dancers, and turning a dark alien world into a colorful musical paradise. The film was so elaborate it required cutting-edge special effects and cost more than most Hollywood blockbusters. But here's the twist. By the time Captain EO opened at Disney parks, Michael's public image was starting to change. What began as a perfect match between Disney's family-friendly brand and the King of Pop became an awkward reminder of a different era. Today, most people have never even heard of Captain EO, making it one of the most expensive forgotten films in history. Did you know that Michael Jackson's best friend was the guy who could make him laugh harder than anyone else? Chris Tucker, the hilarious comedian from Rush Hour, had a friendship with the King of Pop that showed us a side of Michael we rarely got to see. It all started when Chris did his famous Michael Jackson impression at a comedy show. Instead of being offended, Michael was in the audience cracking up. He loved it so much that he invited Chris backstage, and they instantly clicked. Chris would visit Michael at Neverland Ranch, where they'd spend hours just being silly together. Michael would challenge Chris to dance battles, and Chris would respond with even more outrageous MJ impressions. The pop star would literally fall on the floor laughing. What made their friendship special was how Chris helped Michael forget about being a superstar. They'd prank call people together, watch comedy movies, and just act like regular guys having fun. Chris once said Michael had the most infectious laugh he'd ever heard. This friendship reminded the world that behind all the fame and talent was just a guy who loved to laugh and be around people who made him happy.